So kind of like what we call a hammer and anvil. The Legion on the right are trying to keep the Continentals pinned, while the 71st and the 7th are moving around to the left flank to try to come around and catch the Continental line, when we call it enfilade fire from the side. So this is where the fog and friction of war comes up. As the right side gave away, the original command was they're going to refuse to flank, which means they're just going to turn slightly backwards. The problem was the commander, as soon as he gave the order, got shot in the head. So all they heard was turn around. So they did. They turned around and they started to walk away. Well, then all the other units thought, well, if they're turning around and walk away, we're going to turn around and walk away. The entire line turns around and starts to walk off the field, which was not the plan. Now, at this point, Tarleton smells blood. I got them. Their backs are to me. I finally can get my victory out of this. And his men charge. Morgan rides out. He gets in front of his men. One command, turn, dive it, shoot! That's one volley. And here comes Washington Dragoons. So now, yeah, the shock. Now imagine you're shot at point blank range. In fact, one whole unit just surrendered on the spot.
Get them all. Oh, he didn't make it. He didn't make it.
Now, the only unit that stayed on the field was the 71st. They're right now, they went back to back. They're trying to in the woods. The reason being is someone told them that we patriots don't take prisoners. So they're like, okay, we're going to fight to the death then. So we surrounded them, and eventually we're going to convince them, like, no, we'll take you prisoner. Just lay down your arms. So right now they're going around, they're going to find any survivors. But out of the 1,000 men, they lost 500 in that volley alone. The rest surrendered because the shock. They either ran off the field or they surrendered. They just, being caught at point blank range, a lot of the men were actually firing from the hip. That's as close as they got. They didn't even come to the shoulder. They fired from the hip. As soon as they turned around, so now they negotiate. It's actually, his name was Colonel Jackson. He was from the militia. He went in. He actually walked into the thicket to talk to the commander of the Highlanders. Estimated. Cornwallis was rather upset with Tarleton that he just lost all his light infantry. And Tarleton got away with the skin of his teeth because he was involved with the cavalry fight behind the field. He actually lost a finger. He got bullet shot. He went one way. And unfortunately, we picked the wrong one, and we went the other way, and that's how he escaped. Only a few survivors would actually make it from the Cowpens battlefield back to General Cornwallis. And Cornwallis told him, you just weakened me, and you took away my eyes and ears. So Tarleton felt really chastised of this big mistake on his part, but a great victory for us. Enough so that in about 3 months, March 1781, in a place called Guilford Courthouse, we would do it again. 3 lines against Cornwallis and fight just as effectively. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Battle of Cowpens.
Hey y'all, just wanted to thank you for checking out my video. If you like it, please like and subscribe, and have a great rest of the day.